Hey friends, it's a new week. I'm ready for a new mani and a new tutorial. This week I'm going to show you how I paint my nails with lacquer. I've had several ladies tell me that they get frustrated painting their nails because it's messy or they always get it messed up after they applied. So I'm going to show you a few tricks. So my first recommendation is to start with a quality polish or lacquer. So you want to use something that is salon quality. Of course, I recommend Jamberry. If you use a cheap polish, you just may not get a great result. So if you use a good quality polish, you're going to get a good quality manicure. I love the Jamberry lacquers because they dry super quickly, they go on very smoothly and evenly, and they're 8-free. So there's 8 carcinogens that are in a lot of other polishes that are not in any of Jamberry's products. And I'm very proud of that. So start with something quality. And so we're going to go ahead and get started here. So I have already prepped my nails, so they're clean. I pushed back my cuticles, I scraped off the invisible cuticle, I buffed them, I filed them, I already shaped them, so I'm ready to paint. And beside me here, just in case I mess up, I've got an orange stick and our Perfectionist corrector pen, which I will show you in a little bit. So I'm just going to kind of wipe off the excess. I don't want to put globs on. I think it's important to do thin coats. It's better to do multiple thin coats than to glob it all on in one thick coat. So I'm going to start with my thumb here. I like to put it down flat like this so that I can get an even surface so that the polish won't be sliding to one side or the other. I'm sorry I can't zoom in anymore on my front camera here. So I dip it in. Now I'm not going to start at the base of my cuticle and go all the way down. Oops, I'm going to start kind of right here and then push up and then pull down. And I'm making marks because I'm not watching. Okay? Because if you start right up at your cuticle, then you're going to get it too close. So we want to stay away from the cuticle and from the sides of our nails. So just leave a little gap, just like you do with wraps. Can you see that? I'm going to start close to my cuticle, push up, and then pull down. And I'm going really slow so I can control where that line goes. And I'm going to stop right there on the side. I'm not going to go till it meets the skin. It doesn't have to meet the skin. Nobody's going to see if it doesn't cover the entire nail. Slow and steady wins the race, right? And I'm going to cap my nail too. There's a couple different ways you can cap your nail. So you can just run it along the bottom. Capping your nail helps strengthen the end of the polish so that you don't get chipping as quickly. Just going to kind of run it underneath the edge there. Okay. Let's do another one. Dip it in. I wipe one side completely off and make sure there's not a whole bunch globbed on there. Start close to the cuticle, push up so that I get really close but not touching the cuticle, then pull down slowly. Push up, pull down. I'm going to get just a little bit closer, but I don't want to get close to my skin. If I get too close to my skin, it's going to end up pooling on the sides and kind of get clumpy, and you know what that looks like. Just go slow. Okay, looking good so far. I'm going to try to paint this next one a little closer so you can see better. So let me hold this right here. So I'm going to put my brush about right here, push up, pull down, push up, and I'm pressing my brush down flat so that it covers more area of the nail. Slow strokes all the way down the nail. If you do little short ones like this, then you could get kind of like streaks and your coat will look patchy. Okay, I'm gonna cap the nail. After I cap the nail, I always go over the top again so that I don't see the line or I just capped it. Okay. And now it's thin, it's okay, it's not full coverage yet, but I always do at least 2 coats when I do a lacquer. So it's okay that I can still see through my nail right now. Just avoiding the sides. Now I'm going to purposely, look, oops, look what happened. I just got some on my skin. It's easy to do that, right? Well, that's okay, because I have the Perfectionist corrector pen. So this is one of our new products. It's super cool. So there's remover inside of it, and it's got like this really kind of soft tip here that the remover comes down into, and you've got replaceable nibs on there too. So if I get some on my skin, like I just did on purpose, then I can take my little corrector pen and just wipe it off. How easy is that? And now it's like it never happened. Bye. All right, so now I can keep going. My mani's still looking flawless. Okay, one more nail. I'm going to show you one more technique for capping the tips of your nails that I like a little bit better. So I'm going to wipe most of this off. I don't want a bunch of product on there. So another way you can cap the tip of your nail, instead of just running it along this way, is you can actually start on the top of your nail and push it like this on the edge, and then that overlaps it. And then I will do another layer on top of that, just like I did before, to kind of cover up that line where you capped it. Okay, so I have one coat done on most of the nails, and I've got the 2 coats here on the middle finger. Now this dries really quickly, so if I touch, yeah, my thumb is already dry. That's when I did first. It's already dry. It's not even making any marks when I touch it. So I can go ahead and do a second coat. Instead of making you guys watch me do a second coat, I'm going to do it just like I just did for the first coat. Start part most of the way up, push up to the cuticle, come slowly down. So I'm going to do the second coat, and then we'll come back. And we're back. Second coat is done. Looking pretty good. Did I do perfect? Nope, but that's okay, because I used my corrector pen. I used my orange stick to wipe off any little mistakes that I made. I'm just a girl who likes to do her nails in her dining room and show you that you can do it too. So I made a few mistakes and I fixed it, and they look great. And I also realized that I forgot to tell you what color that I'm using. I'm feeling very hot pink this week, so I'm using a color called High Maintenance. We all know that I'm high maintenance with my nails. This was a color pop a little while back, so it's not available right now. The color pops are only available for 1 month, so they're like an exclusive color for the month. I love this. It has, you can kind of see like a bluish sheen to it. It's super pretty. So I am finished with those coats. I'm very pleased. They look awesome. So now it's time to finish it up. So if you want to jazz it up, you can do an accent nail. I like all the sparkles and glitter and holographic, so I think I'm going to do an accent of that glow though, which is also an exclusive lacquer. It's a holographic silver. Can you see that? So I'm going to do an accent nail, and then we will finish up with the top coat. Let me move it over here so you can see. Again, my main tips for doing a lacquer or polish yourself is go slow. Don't get too close to your cuticles. That's the big two. And have fun with it. I'm making sure that my holographic coat does cover all the color. I don't want any pink showing around it. Just kind of making it even. Sometimes if a color is uneven, I will kind of dot it like that. To help it disperse a little bit. And I want to get all that pink on the side. So I'm going to get it on my skin just a little bit. That's okay. I know how to fix it, right? Use my corrector pen and just get that extra off. The corrector pen is not so liquidy that it bleeds onto the rest of the color, and it's not going to mess up the rest of the nail. So it's enough remover on it to get off what you need, but not so much that it's running into the rest of your manicure. Okay, so I've got my little holographic coat. It's not translating very well in the video, but it's sparkly, it's pretty. Let's put on a top coat. Jamberry has several top coats. This is the quick dry top coat. You've already seen how quickly the lacquers dry, but I want my top coat to dry quickly too. So I use this one. There's also an ultra shine top coat. There's a glitter effect top coat. Now I am not quite as careful with the top coat as I am with the other colors, because it's clear. It's okay if it kind of overlaps a little bit. I'm still going to be fairly careful because I still don't want it to pool on the sides. But I go a little bit more willy-nilly with this one. And I might just scrape off this little extra I got on the side with my orange stick, just like that. Or I could use my corrector pen. Wipe it off. Don't get globs and globs. If it's too thick, it won't dry. Then you have to stay up for a million years waiting for it to dry, right? Again, I'm not quite as careful with the top coat. I'm gonna wait on that one since I just put my holographic on. Do it in a minute. Okay. There we have it. My lacquer job at home with my Jamberry lacquers. Ultra pink, ultra shiny, ultra glossy, and I'm ultra happy. Thanks for watching, guys.